Okay, so I was watching this K-pop short titled My Opinions on the Fourth Generation 2022-23, and I'm happy that they mentioned 22 and 23. They mentioned specific years they're talking about because of the fact that K-pop stars make it seem like they're talking about the whole generation when they mention fourth gen, but they don't actually talk about the whole generation and they just talk about like a specific year of the fourth generation and not just like as a whole. So I was happy that they did that. So the first opinion they had was New Jeans is overrated, and they were saying that they have good music, but they get much attention than much more better groups. I don't understand what they were trying to say, but they basically were saying that New Jeans are overrated, and you know what that means when K-pop stans say a group is overrated. But the thing is, New Jeans are not overrated. I honestly can say that New Jeans are not overrated because they just debuted in 2022. That's not even that long. If you were to say Blackpink, Twice, Red Velvet, EXO, Girls' Generation, or like groups like Kara, or like even disbanded groups like um who's disbanded Sister, G Friend, is one, and other groups like Tiara, etc. If you were to say these groups are overrated, then I would understand. If you were to say a certain group is overrated and they debuted maybe like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 4 years ago, or like in second gen or in third gen or whatever, if you say they are overrated or they were overrated when they were promoting, then I would understand where you're coming from and why you say this, because they are a long group and they're like super popular or something, I don't know. But like to say New Jeans are overrated is not exactly a correct thing to say, because New Jeans is debuted in 2022. That was like a couple of months ago. That wasn't even that long ago. 2022 was last year and they debuted like somewhere in June, July, somewhere. So I don't know how many months that makes it up to now. Maybe like 6, 7 plus months. I don't know. But like they just debuted in 2022 and that's not too long ago. So you can't say they're overrated. Plus, New Jeans debuted under Adore, a sub label of Hybe. And because of BTS, Hybe was able to go on this into such a big company because of BTS's success and further worldwide popularity. Hybe were able to grow into such a big company that they were able to debut these groups, and any group that in the future will debut under Hybe, be it Hybe or the sub labels or something, and gets promoted by the Hybe, and the MVs and stuff get uploaded to the Hybe label channel, no matter what type of group, K-pop, J-pop or whatever, people will check them out because Hybe is such a big company now. And that's why New Jeans has gotten a lot of attention because they are under Hybe. That is one of the main reasons they, have are being getting a lot of attention. It could be for the Y2K concept and songs too, but it's mainly because of the fact that they debuted under they debuted under the sub-label of Hybe, and they are under the Hybe, they are associated with Hybe. That is one of the main reasons I think New Jeans are getting attention, not necessarily for their songs and concepts, because I know that if they debuted under another company doing the same songs and concepts, they wouldn't have gotten much notice and attention. So this KTuber says they are overrated, but they are not. It's just that they are associated with Hybe, such a big company, and because Hybe is there and they are associated with it, they're getting so much attention and stuff. So that's why they are, getting attention much better than other groups and stuff, because they are associated with a big company like Hybe, who is becoming so big that they wanted to, acquire SM. They wanted to acquire one of the big three companies. That how big they are, and they're doing so many things in K-pop and stuff like that, and they're doing so many of these things because they're such a big company. So that's why New Jeans are getting noticed. They are not overrated. They are just a couple of month old group. So give them some time before calling them overrated, because they are not overrated. They just debuted last year. It's not even that long ago. Stop calling them overrated when they're not.